So as I mentioned, I'm going to be releasing a series of what I call 1%ers. So strategy, hints, tips, hacks on how to get your UAE job search accelerating. Whether you're on the ground, great, or if you're further afield looking to relocate into the UAE, this is even more important for you guys because it's harder than ever to get visibility. And in fact, if you're not on the ground, you may have seen my newsletter released last week. You're going to be filtered out probably over 90% of the jobs that you apply for on LinkedIn. Okay, so there needs to be strategy behind everything that you do. And actually we run as part of my UAE job searchers masterclass, we have a full session actually on strategy. That's how important it is. So let's talk about my 1%er for today. All these 1%ers will add up to a bigger value if you put them together. So what I want to talk about in more detail today is the actual strategy behind what you do on LinkedIn, your output and what you're applying to. Okay, so on my bi-weekly webinar I run, we've got one kicking off tomorrow on a Wednesday. We've changed the date from Thursdays to Wednesdays now. I always ask the question, how many jobs have you all applied for in the past 4 weeks? And everyone puts the numbers into the chat, and then it's interesting to see the level of output people are doing. And this one guy on the last session, he said he'd applied for 300 jobs in 4 weeks. I was like, wow, that's impressive output. What sort of response rate have you had? And he said 0. Okay, so we've been pinging out these 300 applications over 4 weeks and he had 0 response. Okay, so something's not connecting. So I dug a little deeper. Okay, what was the most senior job that you applied for? And he said CFO. I said, okay. What was the most junior job you applied for? He said senior accountant. So then I asked the question, okay, how does your LinkedIn profile suggest you're good for both of those roles? And the answer is it doesn't. So effectively, the easy apply button is great. You can get more output and you feel like you're getting more visibility, but it's actually doing the opposite if you've not got any strategy to go along with that. So he's obviously thought, I'll apply for 300 jobs, I'll get more visibility, more people are going to see me. In fact, less people see you. So my advice is apply for 10 jobs that make sense and get 10 responses. So you're going to get less frustrated, you're going to get more results, you're going to be more refined when you go to interview because you will have read the JD and understood the company a bit more. Strategy is everything in this market right now because it's harder than ever to be seen. So you've got to think of all these little 1%ers that will come together and hit a greater value in your UAE job search. So when you think about what you're applying for now, look at your LinkedIn profile because that's all the other person's going to see. That's all the system's going to pick up. Does your LinkedIn profile suggest you're good for the role you just applied for? So I hope that helps.